I woke up to a miracle today. Triggers fade as I find my way. No judgment to lead astray. In this peaceful state I'll stay.
Welcome back, friends. So glad you could join us again today for another exploration.
It really is good to connect like this.
Yeah, there's something really special about taking this time together.
Yeah.
It feels like pressing pause on all the noise, you know?
Definitely. Giving ourselves some actual room to breathe and just reflect.
Mhm.
And wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, just consider yourself right here in the circle with us.
Yeah.
Leaning in together, really exploring what the course is offering.
And hey, if you ever have ideas for topics or questions, maybe some feedback, or even just want to say hi,
We'd love that.
you can find us on TikTok, YouTube, all the usual podcast spots. Just search for @The World Harmony Project.
Or shoot us an email. It's ACIM at theworldharmonyproject.org.
So today's exploration takes us into lesson 229.
Ooh,
It kind of reshapes how you see yourself at the deepest level, doesn't it?
absolutely fundamental.
So before we jump into our conversation and unpack what this looks like day to day, let's hear it exactly as it's written in the workbook. Lesson 229. Love, which created me, is what I am.
I seek my own identity and find it in these words. Love, which created me, is what I am. Now need I seek no more. Love has prevailed.
So still, it waited for my coming home, that I will turn away no longer from the holy face of Christ. And what I look upon attests the truth of the identity I sought to lose, but which my Father has kept safe for me.
Father, my thanks to you for what I am, for keeping my identity untouched and sinless in the midst of all the thoughts of sin my foolish mind made up, and thanks to you for saving me from them. Amen.
That first line, love, which created me, is what I am.
It looks so simple, doesn't it? Just sitting there.
Yeah.
But the more you actually let that sink in, really feel it, it just profoundly changes how you see, well, everything about yourself.
And I think that's the key insight right there. It's not saying, okay, now try to become love.
Right. Or work harder at being loving.
Exactly. It's stating flat out that love is the truth of who you are.
And that is such a huge shift because it completely flips the script on almost everything society teaches us, right?
Oh, absolutely. This constant idea that you have to earn your worth.
Prove yourself, fix something that's supposedly broken inside you.
Yeah.
And what's so liberating here, I think, is that the lesson invites you to just stop searching.
Stop looking for your identity out there in what you achieve or who likes you or
Exactly. And external validation, the message is. You don't need to build some better you from the ground up.
the work isn't about adding something.
The real work, if you want to call it that, is undoing the beliefs that hide that truth from you.
So if we follow that thought, all those mistakes you think you've made, the things you regret, the so-called failures, they haven't actually touched your true self.
They might have clouded your awareness, sure, but they didn't fundamentally change who you are at your core.
That's incredibly freeing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And that connects directly to another part of the lesson, love waits.
Ah, yes.
That idea is just so powerful. Love is described as steady, unchanging,
Patient.
completely patient, no conditions, no deadlines. It's just there, always.
Which is so different from how we usually operate, isn't it? We're always pushing.
Rushing, trying to fix things now, make people understand now. But love's patience isn't passive. It's this active, unwavering presence.
Our frustration isn't because love is absent.
It often comes from our own impatience with how things are. We try to force outcomes.
Instead of aligning with that spaciousness.
That's where the breakthrough happens, aligning with the patience, not fighting it.
Okay, so that brings up something practical we can all watch for in our day. Those moments, the mental noise.
The inner critic.
Yeah, the stuff that tries to convince you you're not enough. The lesson calls them thoughts of sin.
And it's important to get what the Course means by sin here, right?
Absolutely. It's not about like big moral failures or religious guilt. It's the critical self-talk, the little judgments about yourself, about others, the stories you replay about your flaws or what you lack.
Get a feeling of inadequacy.
Exactly.
It's just the ego trying to define you as separate, lacking, fearful.
Right. That false sense of self.
I actually had one of those moments just last week that really made this lesson click for me.
Oh, yeah. What?
I was in line at this busy coffee shop, right? And I didn't realize it, but my water bottle had developed this tiny leak.
Oh, no.
Yeah, just a small puddle on the floor. So when I got to the counter, I quietly told the barista, just so nobody would slip.
Okay.
Well, a manager comes over, takes a look, and then says, kind of loudly, in this crowded room, "Do you want to clean that up since you're the one who spilled it?"
Oof. How did that feel?
Well, the old me would have been mortified.
Oh, I can imagine. Wanting the floor to swallow you up.
Totally. Humiliated. But this time, something was different. In that split second, I actually laughed. Internally,
Laughed? Really?
Yeah, not like a mean laugh, but just this genuine internal recognition that I wasn't going to buy into that wave of shame or embarrassment.
Wow. So what shifted? What allowed you to laugh instead of feeling that shame? Was it like a conscious course thought?
It felt almost intuitive, but definitely built on these teachings. It was like this sudden clarity. The thought of shame, that feeling, that was just a thought of sin.
Okay.
Just a story my mind was trying to whip up about me being unworthy or clumsy or whatever. And I also saw, his tone. It might have been entirely about him.
His own day, maybe.
Exactly. Maybe he was tired, stressed out, having a rough shift. It wasn't necessarily about me or my little spill.
So you chose not to take it personally.
Right. I decided not to let his reaction dictate my internal state. So I just smiled without holding anything against him, or crucially against myself.
Keeping that sense of love for everyone, including you.
Exactly. That was the core of it.
That's a fantastic example of applying this in the moment. It really brings it to life.
Thanks.
It reminds me actually of something that happened at home not long ago. My work schedule's been a bit nuts, so I'd often get home late after my wife and kids had already eaten. I'd grab something quick, eat by myself, and honestly, because it was late, I'd often just leave my dishes in the sink.
Figuring you'd deal with them later, or trying not to wake anyone.
Yeah, I didn't want to make noise washing up.
Yeah.
And my wife, she never said a word about it. But I also didn't really consciously think about the extra task I was leaving for her every morning.
Out of sight, out of mind, maybe.
Pretty much. Then one evening, my youngest son just says completely casually, "Mommy looks tired when she's doing your dishes every morning."
Oh, wow. From the mouths of babes, huh?
Tell me about it. It hit me like a ton of bricks.
I bet. What was your first reaction?
My ego definitely wanted to jump in with excuses, but it wasn't a criticism from him, just an innocent observation. And it instantly showed me the actual impact of my choice, my little convenience. So I had that moment, right? Get defensive, make excuses, or own it. Respond from love.
So you chose love.
I did. I went straight to my wife, told her I genuinely hadn't realized the extra burden I was adding, and that I was sorry. Promised I'd quietly take care of my own dishes before bed from then on.
And it wasn't just about avoiding conflict.
No, it was about real respect, valuing her time, and also modeling for the kids what it looks like to take responsibility without getting defensive or feeling ashamed.
That's beautiful. And that's exactly what the lesson calls us to do, isn't it? Notice those impacts, those automatic choices, and choose love over ego.
Yeah.
And your story shows how this isn't just abstract stuff. It plays out right there in our homes with the people closest to us.
For sure.
But what's amazing is how that same shift works even in those tiny fleeting moments during the day, like traffic.
Yes.
Someone cuts you off, or
Yeah.
you're just stuck, not moving.
Yeah.
What's the gut reaction?
Frustration,
Yeah.
anger, impatience.
Right. But this lesson invites you to pause just for a beat and ask, is this really harming me? Or is it just triggering a thought of sin about my time or how things should be?
That pause. That's the space.
That's the space where love can come in instead of judgment.
And thinking about those micro moments, it really underscores that the course isn't just for, the big crises.
No, it's for the everyday, the mundane.
And it's not just about how we react to other people. Our own inner chatter is huge, isn't it?
Absolutely massive.
How often do you catch yourself criticizing yourself? Replaying some mistake from yesterday? Worrying what someone thinks?
Constantly sometimes.
This lesson just gently says, none of that changes the truth of who you are. That core of love remains.
So recognizing that you're already whole, already loved, it helps you approach that inner voice differently.
Like you don't have to fight it.
Maybe not shite it, but just recognize it for what it is, an illusion, the ego's noise, and choose not to buy into it. And this really comes up with emotional triggers too.
Like with family or coworkers.
Exactly. Someone says that thing that always pushes your buttons.
Yeah.
Or a coworker has a habit that just grates on your nerves.
We all have those.
Right. It's such a perfect opportunity. You can step back internally and ask, Okay, what part of me is reacting here? Is it my ego feeling slighted or attacked?
And how can I choose love instead?
Precisely. And when you do that, it's amazing how it changes not just your feeling, but often the whole dynamic.
The other person responds differently.
Often, yeah. When you don't give the negativity anything to hook into, it tends to just fizzle out.
Another piece of this seems to be just seeing other people's struggles.
Like with my coffee shop manager story.
Yeah. His irritation might have had zero to do with you.
Right. Everyone we interact with is carrying something unseen, right? Their own stresses, their own fears.
Choosing love means acknowledging their humanity as well as our own.
Instead of just getting tangled up in the surface drama, it connects us to that holy face of Christ in them seeing past the ego to the shared reality.
And thinking about our roles helps too, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, the roles we play, parent, employee, partner, friend, they feel so defining sometimes.
They do.
But they're temporary, ultimately. Love isn't.
Our identity isn't tied to the role.
Exactly. It's tied to that unchanging, loving core that created us and is always with us, regardless of what we're doing or how others see us in that role.
That's a really grounding thought.
And gratitude. That feels like it weaves through all of this, too.
How does gratitude fit in for you?
By consciously noticing what's good, what's been preserved, even when we mess up. It reinforces that awareness of the love that is always there.
Like noticing small kindnesses?
Yeah, someone's patience when you didn't expect it, a kind word from a stranger, support from someone close. It all mirrors back that inherent love.
So all these moments then, big ones, small ones, internal thoughts, external interactions.
They're all invitations.
Invitations to notice love.
To notice it, to choose to act from it, and just let our true self show up.
And, when we look at all these examples, the inner critic, my water bottle thing, your dishes,
Yeah.
all these daily choices, they really point to one central course concept, don't they? Forgiveness.
Ah, yes. And we're doing the forgiveness section of the workbook part 2.
Which is key.
It's about recognizing that on the deepest level, nothing, no mistake, no perceived insult, no thought of sin has actually harmed the indestructible love that you are and that everyone else is.
It's seeing past the illusion of attack or separation.
Seeing the wholeness that was never really broken.
So every single time we pause, instead of reacting,
That's forgiving.
choose love over judgment.
Forgiving.
Let go of resentment toward ourselves or others.
That's practicing course forgiveness. Not because someone was wrong, but because we're remembering our true identity.
Even those tiny moments, noticing your coworker seems stressed and choosing compassion instead of getting annoyed. Seeing a family member is tired and offering understanding instead of criticism.
Those are all chances to forgive.
You release the story that says, I was wronged or I am wrong.
And you choose to see yourself and them as whole, as loving, just like the Course says.
So the lesson isn't just some abstract idea about who we are.
No, it's lived. It's practiced in every interaction where we choose awareness, kindness, letting go.
Forgiveness is like the bridge.
A bridge between knowing who we are, that unchanging love.
And actually expressing that love out in the world, making the invisible visible.
Yeah, that's it.
And every small choice to pause, observe, respond with love, that's forgiveness in action.
It really is a completely different way to experience life.
So when you boil it down, what Lesson 229 is really telling us is stop the frantic search.
You're not on a scavenger hunt for your true self, because the truth of you love itself, it's been right here. And when you really start to live from that place, from that awareness,
Everything shifts.
yes, you're not scrambling anymore, trying to be worthy or prove something.
You're just allowing what's already true about you to express itself.
Naturally, joyfully.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today, really digging into these powerful ideas from A Course in Miracles.
It's always great to explore together.
We'll be back next time to continue the journey through the workbook.
Until then, remember, you're already home.